Hi, so I'm here on DCA platform to discuss today PPSC papers which has been conducted in the last 5-7 years. So I have taken 2-3 papers as a reference as asked by the DCA director on this platform, as I was conveyed that he will be starting the online batches for PPSC 2020 recently notified. I think around more than 70 posts accordingly, right? So a lot of people have been buzzing around in WhatsApp group or a Telegram group about the ideal way, the strategy, the plan, the book list, the reference books, the perfect plan, the perfect books, or you can say the perfect group looking for that, right? So I was called upon by the director of DCA to discuss, okay sir, can you put your views about this, right, relating to your journey of the UPSC, right? So I have taken the 3 papers which have been conducted in the last 7-8 years from 2013 to 2018. So in this section I will be talking about the section wise analysis or the weightage assigned to each and every subject, right? I have tried to classify in fact the individual subjects as well. So for example, I have taken geography into Indian, physical and the world geography, right? Similarly, I have taken science as physics, chemistry, bio and environment separately, okay, just to give you a deep insight ताकि आपको पता लगे कि detail wise कि क्या करना चाहिए. I will also try to share, this is all my insight, personal views, right? हो सकता है your idea can be different, your plan can be different, this is completely possible. This is all personal views, it's not to be imposed on someone, right? So it will give you an insight, okay, you need to start from here. So let's start with that. So when we talk about the recent paper which was conducted in 2018, current affairs, it was 9 questions. Of course, the current affairs section has been becoming important day by day. You can see the graph from 2013, 15, 18. The graph has increased from 7 to 9. Now, I have, there has been more current affair question, but some questions of current affair was related to the dynamic section of defense, schemes and agriculture. So I have put them separately. So if you ask me, okay, overall, what is the tentative number of questions which I can get by covering current affairs? I am not talking about Punjab based current affairs, that is separate discussion, right? So by only by reading the newspapers, right? Which newspapers? You can take anyone, you can take booklets, anyone, all are well. Tribune is most widely covered in Punjab, but for national affairs you need to be going through some national newspapers. I mean that maybe Indian Express, maybe even if you follow Times of India, the tits and bits are also covered. It's not mandatory to cover Hindu. Although I feel that whoever is appearing for the PPSC, majority, I am using word majority because there are some quotas as well in PPSC for the ex-servicemen, for other factors. Around 70 to 80% candidates also appear for the UPSC, right? So they follow the Hindu or the Indian Express, right? These are the majorly followed, right? They are good actually. But if you are appearing only for PPSC, the Hindu is not mandatory, of course, right? You can use any compilation as well if you have the time. So current affairs can give you around 15 questions, minimum 15 questions, because I have taken, defense, schemes and agriculture. Isme bhi kuch question current affairs ke the which can help you out, okay? Then we have the Punjab based question now. Straightforward, related to the geography of the Punjab, related to the history of Punjab and some recent discussions, or you can say the Punjab government steps. There were around 8 questions, but some questions of the Punjab has been around 1 or 2 questions, and the schemes were from, I have merged here. So that means approximately 9 to 10 questions were from the Punjab based, even if you follow the Tribune for the last 6 to 7 months, because I think the exam as mentioned will be in September, but definitely it is going to be delayed due to pandemic or the October prelims issue. So I'm sure that it will be after prelims. I cannot bet that because this is just a guess. Third, the polity, the most widely covered in any of the services exam. Even if you prepare for the UPSC or any other exam which is conducted by UPSC, whether it is combined defense services as well, or CAPF as well, right? UPSC is always qualitative. So polity has around 14 to 15 question weightage, and this trend is more or less same. So you can expect minimum 14 to 15 questions in polity for sure. Next, covering about history. Now history has 3 sections. Most of the people hate reading ancient and medieval. This is what I think, right? Personal views, right? But कुछ लोगों को अच्छा भी लगता होगा. You need time, you need fine arts. I have included the arts in this. Medieval में basic questions were from the arts, right? Books वगैरह पे, foreign travelers, these were the included ones, and the questions were really good. what I measured the difference between 2015 and 18, in fact 2013 and 18 as well, that the level of question has really increased, right? At least in terms of history, polity and economics, right? I'm not talking about science right now because the science questions were quite straightforward. Even in 2018, even a class 10th or 9th student could have done science question with 70% accuracy. That means science was the easiest one in that. But economics, history, these were the factual, or economics were of course technical as well. So you need to be aware about these terms, or you can say at par with UPSC level. Definitely previous year papers of the UPSC should be taken as the reference for these questions, for these papers. They are increasing their value day by day. And in fact, in the another session, I will reveal you how many questions in PPSC were actually copied from the previous UPSC paper. At least 10 to 12% are minimum copied. I will tell you the question number which were copied in the next video, right? Talking about geography, so I have classified world geography and the facts. Now here I included some of the questions which are related to history as well, right? So world geography and historical facts, there are around 5 to 6. Now these are sometimes difficult to answer because these are the वो चीजें होती है जो आंसर करना बच्चे छोड़ भी देते हैं, कवर करना इतने फैक्ट से बहुत मुश्किल होता है. Indian physical geography were quite easy, anybody could have answered. Now in geography there is one portion which we call economic geography, like location of industries, hydropower projects, this kind of things. You can say transport sector, these are economic geography. So you can see economic geography questions were 5. That means dynamic things on anything of economic importance is actually important for PPSC as well, right? Now agriculture I discussed. Can you look upon the science section? That is around 15 questions. 6 were directly from physics, 2 were application, right? Like computer based, technology based question, right? Some virus which has been recently discovered, is like cyber bots, etc. Question 3. So this is quite important and the highest scoring. Biology, chemistry, physics and environment. This can easily give you an edge. Now why I am saying this? Because even if you look upon the results, right? You can find majority of the candidates being MBA or engineers. Of course, there are some who are MA, BA or PhDs. Of course, every crowd has this. Okay, but these candidates have the edge over this because the questions are really, really easy. I cannot believe that there was one question in 2015 who asked, if weight is this, what is the acceleration? F is equal to ma. This is a simple question, right? So ये आपको करना चाहिए. इसको छोड़ना मतलब कि आप अपने पैरों पे कुल्हाड़ी मारना. This is one of the easiest section. Then we should go upon the polity because it takes time. Polity को आपको parallel में लेके चलना पड़ेगा because it takes time to absorb. Even if you finish one, everybody knows the polity book. I'm no one to tell you about the polity book because Lakshmikant is the my baap of polity, right? So you practice, that book. You practice MCQ from that or any of the reference or the previous year. It will reward you. It will reward you, right? Now more or less the trend has been same. Now you can see in science 2015 we have 15, around 15. So approximately you should assume that you are going to have, I have not included this section, तो total 15 के आसपास हो ही जा रहे हैं. आपको science, environment, current affairs, Punjab based questions and polity, अगर इसका आपका इतना strong हो जाएगा, that means you have an edge. Considering कि जो total आपका cut off था in 2018 was approximately, I think as far as I remember, it was 292. Out of 400, so it's not less. ये काफी अच्छा खासा कट ऑफ है और आपको इसके लिए मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी because the competition has been increasing day by day. Many of the people are applying nowadays. Earlier it was not. हर चीज में UPSC में पहले इतना नहीं होता था. Now you can see the cut off has been increasing day by day. Now what is important? Accuracy. What is important? Wide coverage. You need to cover as much as possible. You cannot neglect economics. You cannot neglect economic geography. You cannot neglect environment. You cannot neglect this polity as well as the Punjab based questions, right? Because this is the section where you can take the edge from others, right? So 13, this is the trend which I would not like to discuss because you can check it out easily. That around 18 questions were from the science. Polity was less, 7 to 8 questions, but history around, all the average, the history. Now this is the average. On the average, history has around 12 to 13 questions. Geography also covers 12 to 13 questions, right? Science plus environment. Science plus environment can give you up to 14 to 20 questions. And economics is around 8 to 9 questions average nowadays, right? And this is dynamic section. Defense schemes and agriculture. एक तो आते रहते हैं. This is dynamic question. right, which is all about the, your reading ability, how much you have read about this. That is around 7 to 8 questions. And polity, expect around 15 questions this time, because many political steps has been taken this year for the last 1 year actually. And IR is, I have kept international relation question, like, they have asked about United Nations, they have asked about some treaty, G7 in news, something like that. तो आपको इंटरनेशनल अफेयर्स जो भी हैं, बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है, इसके लिए बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. आप कोई भी जिस्ट पढ़ेंगे, जो भी कोचिंग की आप जिस्ट पढ़ते होंगे, एवरीथिंग इज वेल. कोई भी कोचिंग अपनी तरफ से अच्छा एफर्ट मारता ही होगा. आप कोई सा भी कोचिंग का जिस्ट पढ़ ले वर्ल्ड वाला, तो आपका काम चल जाएगा. करंट अफेयर्स आप पढ़ें, बट करंट अफेयर्स में डीपली घुस के पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. इट्स नॉट करंट अफेयर क्वेश्चन वेर नॉट सिमिलर टू द सिविल सर्विस क्वेश्चन. पॉलिटी, इकोनॉमिक्स एंड हिस्ट्री, ये क्वेश्चन सिविल सर्विस के पैटर्न पे थे, जिसके ऊपर आपको शायद ज्यादा मेहनत करने की जरूरत है, ज्यादा फोकस करने की जरूरत है. सो दिस इज व्हाट माय एनालिसिस शोज. आई ट्राई टू चेक आउट ईच एंड एवरी पेपर इंडिविजुअली. मैंने खुद अपने पेन पेपर पे नोट किया, देन आई ट्राई टू फ्रेम आउट. एंड इफ यू वांट दिस, ये जो आपका डिस्कशन है, द पेपर एनालिसिस, this is available. I have given to the coaching as well in the soft copy PDF format. They will share you. You need to WhatsApp, आप Telegram कर दे, WhatsApp कर दे, call कर दे at this number. This is DCA number. The concerned team will forward you this soft copy of the trend analysis of the PPSC, Punjab Public Service Commission. And as I have conveyed, they will be starting their batch from July 2020, right? Of course, I will be having some guest session in that, apart from the other mentors who will be taking CSAT, history and the other subjects, right? So you should go for the team who can work upon, who can have a deep insight. It's not about the history, it's about the dynamism, it's about the hard work, it's about the quality of paper, it's about their personal achievements as well. Thank you. Hope that you have, I have tried to, whatever I tried to give you insight may be useful for you. आपके लिए शायद ये सही होगा, शायद आपको कुछ मदद मिले. That's all on behalf of me as well as the concerned team DCA. Thank you. All the best.